Hi everyone! Today I want to show you how to set up your volume profile in Sierra Chart in a simple and practical way. As always, if you have any questions after watching this video, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. In the previous video, I briefly explained volume profile and how I personally like to use it. Today, I'm going to show you how to add it to your chart and customize it to fit your trading setup. So first, you need to go to Analysis, then Studies, and find the tool called Volume by Price, since that's our volume profile. After that, click Add and then press Apply. Most likely, it will look something like this at first, and honestly, it probably won't make much sense yet, but don't worry, we're going to set everything up step by step. Now once again, go to Analysis Studies and click on Settings to open the settings for our tool. In the Volume Graph Period Type section, we can change the type of our volume profile. In this case, we'll select multiple profiles based on fixed time. Then, in Time Period Type for fixed time, choose Days. After that, in Time Period Length for fixed time, set the value to 1. This way, we'll be able to see separate volume profiles for each individual trading day. By now, I think you've already learned where the volume profile settings are located, so once again go to Analysis Studies Settings. Now we're going to adjust the size of the profile and control how wide it looks on the chart. To do that, find the setting called Maximum Volume Bar Width Percentage. Try experimenting with different values to see what works best for you. The lower the value, the shorter and narrower the volume profile will appear. The higher the value, the wider and longer it will look on your chart. Now let's scroll a bit lower and find the sections called Highlight Value Area and Highlight Point of Control, because you'll most likely want to see these levels highlighted on your market profile. Simply set both of these options to Yes and then click Apply so the changes are saved and automatically applied each time. And don't worry if nothing visually changed after enabling those settings. We're about to fix that now. Go to the Subgraphs section, then find Point of Control and choose whatever color you want for it. After that, look for Value Area and Outline and select your preferred color there as well. Once you've done that, click Apply. Now there's just one more thing left to configure. Go back to Settings and Inputs and find the option called Bid Volume and ask Volume Coloring Method. Change this setting to None, then click Apply again, and now you should finally see all of our profile settings properly displayed on the chart. We can also change another setting called Ticks per Volume Bar. In my case, I'm going to set it to 4. What this setting does is control how many price ticks are combined to create a single volume bar. In simple terms, it changes how detailed you want your volume profile to be. Honestly, the difference between 2 and 4 ticks usually isn't huge, but using a slightly higher value can make the profile cleaner and easier to read, while still showing the important details. Here's a simple way to think about it. The higher the number of ticks, the more price levels get combined into one volume bar. The lower the number of ticks, the fewer price levels are needed to create each individual bar, giving you a more detailed profile. I also think some people may prefer having the volume profile displayed on the right side of the chart. To do that, once again go to the same settings menu as before and find the option called Right Align Volume Bars. Simply change this setting to Yes. Now your volume profiles will appear on the right side of the chart. You can also continue experimenting with different colors and customize the look however you prefer by using the Subgraphs tab. Choose whatever color combination feels the most comfortable and clear for your trading setup. If you want the value area to always be displayed as extended lines on each profile, you can find the setting called Extend Value Area. And by the way, you can do the exact same thing with the Extend Point of Control setting if you want to extend the POC lines as well. After finding this section, I would recommend selecting End of Period. This will create 2 extended lines coming from the value area, which can be very useful if the value area is an important part of your trading strategy. In the Volume Graph Period Type section, you can always change the type of your volume profile depending on what you need. For example, you can choose to display multiple volume profiles for each individual day, week, or month, or a single profile that shows all trading activity over the last 30 days, 17 days, or any custom period you want. or any other profile style that fits your analysis. At the same time, it's important not to forget about the section called time period type for fixed time, because that's where you define the actual period length. For example, if this setting is set to days, then the number you enter below it will represent the amount of days used for the profile. And of course, if the volume profile looks too wide or too long on your chart, you can easily make the volume bars smaller. Simply find the setting called maximum volume bar width percentage and lower the value to something smaller until the profile looks clean and comfortable for you to read. And finally, if you decide to use a single volume profile for a custom period of days or weeks, I would also recommend enabling the setting called Align to Far Right. This will place the volume profile all the way on the right side of the chart, making it much cleaner and easier to read. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos.